The distance between the schools, in fact, are far, and the families are basically afraid that their children will die on the way back and forth from the school by the civil rebels. So we present to you a solution.
So we can build mobile schools. Mobile school policy is already implemented in Kenya and Nigeria and other parts of the African countries. Since students are either afraid or unable to go to schools, the schools can go to the students. The mobile school education of learning games is a software that can be installed everywhere. The mobile school can be easily set up and torn down. Due to its design, it can be used on sidewalks, squares, parks, slums, or even big cities. For extreme situations where students can't even reach the mobile schools, we can provide them with radios to get education through audio. Right now, the mobile school policy is used for nomadic groups, but we can expand this further into Democratic Republic of Congo, considering the political instability and constant dangers of war. This innovative way will encourage more students to actively participate in education, reducing one of the factors of the hindrance.
The second problem regarding education is the money that is being wasted, despite the fact that the money is actually being implemented. First of all, the pie to start off with in the first place is very small. Although only 2.5% of the GDP of Congo is being currently spent on education. In fact, the GDP per capita is only $400, compared to that of Korea, which is $22,590. This amount is very small. And second of all, the money that is actually invested are being wasted. $130 billion are being wasted in the education field. This is mainly happening because of the fact that the qualities of the teachers are very low. In order to solve this problem, Soman will introduce to you a second solution.
Indeed, one of the most important aspects of any policy is efficiency. Investments are useless unless it is properly used. This goal cannot be achieved unless we use the funding properly. As mentioned before, $130 billion were wasted because of the quality of education was not sufficient enough for the students to acquire the necessary knowledge. That is the result of having low-quality teachers and teachers lacking knowledge themselves or lacking incentives. So what we propose is that we will distribute volunteers who are currently qualified teachers to teach the teachers in the Democratic Republic of Congo of the importance of their work and monitoring their classes to make sure that the education that they provide to the students are sufficient for them to go out to the world and make use of that education. We hope to improve the quality of the teachers so that the education becomes sustainable and also efficient. Financial support is necessary. However, the usage of the money is also crucial.
The third problem regarding this issue is a lack of supply and the lack of awareness. First of all, there are mainly three things that is currently being lacked. First, the financial aid, and second, the school supply, and third, proper infrastructure. In the case of the lack of financial aid, this is mainly happening due to the decrease in the fund because of the slight depression in the economy. For the infrastructure, in fact, not many educational facilities are currently existing, and the existing ones are not functioning properly because they are destroyed due to the Civil War. In the case of the school supplies, they are in fact too expensive for the students to actually gain access to.
As you can see on the poster, the third column of the fourth box, so there are three solutions to this problem. Firstly, we could inscribe messages or little quotes on the pencils, on number 2 pencils that most of the people use, to spread awareness of the status of education in the Democratic Republic of Congo or other sub-Saharan African countries, so that the people will be more aware and will have more recognition in terms of the low quality of education. And secondly, we could donate used utensils or unused utensils so that they will have more of the utilities that we need in order to achieve primary education. And thirdly, we could advocate for more international conventions or conferences so that this is more of a global scale so that the international societies can gather together to promote the educational atmosphere and promote more schools in Africa or promote more fundings, because the current situation is that the funding aid for education in these African countries are constantly declining. So that is why those are the solutions that we propose to you in order to solve this problem of having lack of education in Democratic Republic of Congo. Thank you.